welcome to the first video on my website. I hope it's gonna be a good one. I've done other videos before, like YouTubing, but I haven't really seen it through because I got to a point where I thought I felt like I was trying to be something I wasn't, and I wasn't getting inspiration, so I kind of like took a step back and focused on something that would be a lot more me. So yeah, so this video is gonna be a little Q&A to get to know me, because I feel like on Instagram and Facebook, if you do follow me on those social medias, follow me please, you don't really get the gist of my personality or what I'm like, or you don't really get to know who I am fully, because they're mainly posy photos. You don't get to see the goofy side of me. So I hope having this Q&A will give you a bit of insight of my personality and who I am and what I'm about. So I hope you like it, guys. Okay, let's get this show started. So the first question is, how tall are you? I am actually 5'4". Yeah, I'm a midget. That's why I wear my heels. I love my heels. All day, everyday heels. So yeah, because of my height, I actually love my height. I wouldn't want to be taller than I am or shorter than I am. I just think I'm like, for me, I'm the perfect height for my age. But the next question is, who was your best friend in high school? My best friend in high school was Eliza. Eliza was my best friend in high school. Like, we got along so well, it was ridiculous. We gelled really well together, and it was really good times, really good years, and yeah, and we grew up. But she was my best friend. It was really good times. So the next question is, what sports do you do? Is it now what sports I do? I jog sometimes. I used to be a big jogger. After giving birth to my son, like every evening I'll be jogging. But right now it's mainly swimming and cardio, if you can call cardio sport. But those are my two major sports I do. Yeah, so yeah, I used to be really good in sports when I was in school, actually, like really good. But now the kind of sports I do is running in heels to get trains and meetings and all that stuff. Yeah, so the next one is what do you want to do when you grow up? Oh, what do I want to do when I grow up? I don't know. I mean, I know what I want to do. I have so many avenues I can explore, so it's quite difficult for me to choose one. I'll say I'm stuck between two, because right now I'm following something that I really want to do, and I'm doing a degree in something I'm good at. So I would say I might combine them in the future. But let me answer the question. Well, before I had my son, I thought I wanted to be a teacher, and after working in numerous primary schools, nurseries, private schools, I realized teaching is good, but it's not for me because of all my experiences I've had. I've come to that conclusion that teaching is not for me. I want to work outside the school sector to improve it, rather than in the school sector, because right now it's just so I would right now I'm thinking of educational psychology, or maybe I might just open up my own practice later on. As I get older, I might just open up my own practice and be a counsellor or something like that. If not, then I might just follow what I'm doing right now. Oh, I might just stay in the admin sector, and because I do like being a PA, it's quite fun, so I might do that. But yeah, when I was younger, I wanted to be a teacher, and after having the experience of working in schools, I can cross that off my list. The next question is, do you have any pets? Oh yes, I do. We have a cat. He is gonna be 5 in September. We got him when he was 9 weeks old. He was so small, but now he's a little, yeah, he's a teenager. Cat. I would like another pet, but because of the way our schedules are, we're not able to have other animals. If we could have other pets, I would have a dog. No, yeah, a dog. Originally, when we wanted to get our pets, I wanted to get a dog, but then my partner was like, when he went to the store, they didn't have any dogs, they had cats, and when he saw King, he fell in love with King, and then when I came to see King, I fell in love with him. So we just ended up getting King. But if we could, and maybe in a few years time, if we get our mortgage and move somewhere big and our schedule can work like more stable, then we might get a pet. Oh, sorry, that's my BBC News updating me. The next question is scary movie or happy movie? Oh, that's a good question. Scary movie or happy movie? I think I'd rather do a scary movie. Definitely a scary movie. I can't do happy sloppy movies, because I literally, within maybe 20 minutes of watching it, I would get bored, and then I would just start flicking through my phone. But if it is a scary movie, I'll be under the duvet most of the time, being shit scared, but I will still, like, it will capture my attention. So I'll definitely say scary movies. I'm not up there for those soppy happy movies. I can't. Do you use sarcasm a lot? I do, but depends who I'm with. If the person can get my vibe and my personality, then definitely sarcasm is in there. But if they don't get it, then I'll say no. I won't even introduce it. But yeah, I do use sarcasm a lot. It is like, we're British, we're known to be sarcastic. What other way is there? What's the first thing you notice about people? Oh, that's a good question. Is it weird to say shoes? The first thing I notice is shoes. Like, if your shoes is on point, then I'm like, yeah. So I'll say shoes, and then I'll say appearance. But you can't always judge someone by appearance. But yeah, the first thing, if I've met you for the first time, the first thing I would notice is your shoes. I don't know why, but I'm just drawn to shoes. Like, I can tell a person by their shoes. So yeah, I'll say shoes, and then after that it's probably their appearance, and then so on and so forth. Do you have kids? Yes, I have a child. I have a son. He's 2 years old. So yes, I have a child. You've probably seen him on Facebook or something like, no, on Instagram. You've seen him on Instagram, little snippets on my stories. Yeah, I have a child. Would you have any more kids? That's been the topic of discussion over the last few months, years, yeah, something like that. The family's always like, so when are you gonna have your next child? And I'm like, not yet. And then they'll be like, so are you pregnant yet? Not yet. No, I won't be having another child anytime soon. It's just that we love our family dynamic right now. We love it that it's just Maximus and us and the cat. We're free to do what we want to do, because we're pretty young. Like, we wanted to have Maximus, so we had him. And after having him, we're like, okay, so we're in no rush to have any more children. We've got so much we want to do with our life, got so much we want to explore, so why not enjoy having him and doing the things that we want to do, and then later on, let's say 5 years or so, we might have a child. But I think I'm fully towards the adoption than having another child. It's not that my pregnancy was horrible. Like, pregnancy was fine. It was a breeze. Like, I actually miss being pregnant sometimes, but I just always want to adopt a child. So I'll say rather adopting a child than having another child. But if adoption is not possible, then maybe 5-6 years Maximus might have a little brother or sister. When was the last time you cried? The last time I cried, that's a weird question, but the last time I cried would possibly be around December. Yeah, around December, I met one of my closest friends for a drink, and we were just catching up, and we were exchanging stories, and the stories that we were exchanging were like emotional. So we actually both ended up crying in a bar, like in the bar, and like on the opposite table there was like two guys, like they were just sitting opposite us, and then like watching us. Like 1 minute we're like and the next one we're like laughing, and the next one we're crying. So I like that threw them off, like, what the hell, like, are they okay? So that was the last time that I probably cried in public, which I never do, like, but yeah, it was just so emotional that we both end up crying, like, yeah. So yeah, that was the last time I cried. What's the next one? Favorite smell. My favorite smell, I know this is weird, but I'm a mother, I'm allowed to be weird, but my favorite smell is my child. Does that make sense? Like, I love the way he smells. Like, I can just smell him all day. Like, he just smells divine. I know that's a weird smell. Like, most people say, oh, flowers and other stuff, but I just love my child's smell. I just love the way my son smells. He smells gorgeous. He's just perfection. Next question. How many countries have you visited? Right, how many countries have I visited? Let's see. There very few countries, so I can actually count them on the tip of my hand. Let's say France, Sierra Leone, Amsterdam, Turkey, like different parts of Turkey as well, and Spain, yeah. I'll say 5 countries. Yep, 5 countries, but within the country we visited different places. So yeah. What is your favorite drink? My favorite drink depends, like, because I love wine. So I'll say wine. I love wine. I don't have a particularly favorite wine. I just love wine. Like, if you've got a good quality wine, send it my way. So that's my favorite drink. Yeah, I'm not really like big on the fizzy drinks. Like, we don't have fizzy drinks in my house. It's either juice, but you rarely see juice. It's mainly like water and tea, and if I'm feeling very, like, you know, like it's like been a tough week, then maybe you see like a glass of wine. But we don't really, we're not big on like other drinks. So yeah, does that make sense? So I'll say wine is my favorite drink, and I don't have a favorite wine in particular. I just know that I love wine. So yeah. What is your favorite perfume? Ooh, yes, my favorite perfume, I've actually got 2. So the first one that I absolutely love, and I like, when I wear this, I get so much comment, it's ridiculous. Like, when I'm like on my way to work, like, so many people just like, oh, I love the way you smell. Thank you. Yeah. So it's Paco Rabanne. I'm thinking of this, but don't worry. Paco Rabanne, Black Excess. Yes, that's my favorite perfume. Like, I love that perfume. And if I can't get that perfume, then I go for Nicki Minaj. She has like different variety of them, but then they're all good. So there isn't like one that would say that it's not bad, it's not like the best. They're all really good. So I'll say, yeah, Paco Rabanne, Black Excess, and Nicki Minaj. They're my top to go-to perfumes, for sure. How would you describe your fashion sense? Ooh, that is a good question. Sorry, I'm gonna get in like, I don't know. I would say my fashion sense has changed over the years. So I would say at this stage in my life, it's leaning towards more elegant and chic. I'll say. But the thing is, I don't really think about it. I have my own style, and it's just, I think, I don't know, I have my own style, so it's very much depending on what mood I am, like, yeah. The next question, what phone do you use to take your photos? So I use, well, my phone is iPhone 6s, and my husband's phone is iPhone 7 Plus. So I use my phone like 90% of the time to take my photos, and it's like got amazing quality. I think the trick is to having a great picture is lighting. Lighting is everything. So if you have the best lighting, you don't really need the most expensive camera in the world. So yeah, so basically my phone is what I use most of the time to take my pictures, and then my husband's phone, which is like the latest camera, it's amazing, so I use his phone as well. Yeah, tell us what your bad habits are. Oh, my bad habit: in the morning, getting ready in the morning, my makeup area, before I actually arrive there, it's clean, it's spotless. After I finish, it's horrendous. Like, I leave it so dirty, it's ridiculous, like makeup everywhere, scattered all over the place. That is my bad habits. I don't like my makeup table. It's just, I don't clean after, like, it's not like I don't clean, but I don't tidy up after. So like, I leave all the what's it called, Ben iPad and everything else, and then I leave like the foundation lids and everything all over the place, and my husband gets pissed off. So I have a very messy makeup area after I use it. So that is my bad habit. So the name of my child, Maximus, yeah, why did we choose it? Well, this was the trick, this was the deal, okay? So if we had a girl, I would name her, I would choose a name. And then if we had a boy, my husband would choose a name for the boy. So when we found out we're having a boy, my husband chose the name Maximus. Now, Maximus is from Gladiator. If you haven't seen the movie, I strongly suggest that you go see it. It's amazing. It's from Gladiator, and it has such an amazing meaning and a powerful meaning towards it. So he actually chose a name. And I think I have like a list of names, if I can get them up, that I found, like well, you know when you flick through your old photos and you're like looking at stuff and you find all these old pictures and stuff. I found a list of names that we had in mind, and I just couldn't believe it that it's still stored in my phone. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, so he chose Maximus. I chose such weird names. Yeah, there it is. So like, this was the names that I chose. Like, if you can have a look, can you see? Like, yeah, so like the names, like we had boys, Roman, Jackson, Knox, I don't know, Alexander, but then spelled differently. Yeah, and for the girl name we had like Dahlia, Adria, but like spelled really nicely. Like, I love the name Dahlia and Adria. Or if it was his or I was thinking of naming him after everyone's grandma, which is Vida. So yeah, like Ozil, like what were we thinking when we're naming these baby names? It's crazy. So yeah, I do have a tattoo. I've got one tattoo, and it's this one here. It's done 2 years ago in Turkey. It's the triple moon symbol. So basically, Maiden, the moon, and the goddess. It's something that means a lot to me. And then in the full moon, you've got the triquetra, which is like the charm symbol. And I love charm. Like, I have a huge obsession with charm. So it's just perfect thing to get for my first tattoo. So yeah, that's what I have. So I'm quite happy with that. You also asked what this ring on my right finger means. It's a promise ring that I first got like 6 years ago from my husband. So I wear it there to remind me, like, it's like a symbol. See, so I just wear it there. It's like a yeah, so I just wear it there. So that is literally it for today. I just want to thank you all for your questions and your lovely messages, and hopefully we can do something like this again. It's quite fun having to do a video and chatting with you all. So thank you very much for the questions, and I hope I've answered them. If you haven't had the chance to ask me a question, just drop it through my letterbox and I might do a follow-up video next time if there's something that I missed out or your question wasn't put in a video. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope you like the new website. I spent ages trying to do it. As my last post said, it's time to rebrand. I felt like I needed to refresh myself and to find my path, and I feel like with this site, the way I've done it is the path that I want to go through, and hopefully I hope you guys like it and enjoy it, and you'll see a lot more. There's so many exciting things I'm planning to do, so I just hope that I'll be able to see them through and you guys will be able to enjoy them. And thank you so much. Take care guys, have a good evening.
Back, gripping your hair, working your spine too. Gentlemen, I let you come first and then I come through. 9 lives, kill the whole 9. Hey, rude boy, me not big free. Big black hand thing it I end there. It's so pussies, baby. I'm the only that drive that pussy crazy. Cause I love the shape of you, mama. I wanna put my hands on ya. She know I'm tryna hold now. Body like a bottle of Coca-Cola. Cause I love the shape of you, mama. I wanna put my hands on ya. She know I'm tryna hold now. Body like a bottle of Coca-Cola. I'm in love with your body. I'm in love with your body. I'm in love with your body. Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with the shape of you. She said me talking too much. Me talking too much. I should come her way. She said me want it too much. Me want it too much. Just a little baby one. Come grab on it, don't get offended. This enough for you, girl, and your best friend. Me know you want it, stop pretending. In the back of the river, in the basement. Any place that you name, girl, we could go. If you're feeling my vibe, we could dissipate to a place that's outside. Just you and I, and we'll be fine. Just you and I, and we'll be fine. You got me in a big freak. Big black and thing it I end there. It's the soul pussies, baby. I'm the only drive that pussy. Cause I love the shape of you, mama. I wanna put my hands on ya. She know I'm tryna hold now. Body like a bottle of Coca-Cola. Cause I love the shape of you, mama. I wanna put my hands on ya. She know I'm tryna hold now. Body like a bottle of Coca-Cola. I'm in love with your body. I'm in love with your body. I'm in love with your body. Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with the shape of you. You know me love when you get nasty. I wanna do you in the backseat. Never put no one above me. 7 days sex, I'm ready to be so weak. You know me love when you get nasty. I wanna do you in the backseat. Never put no one above me. 7 days sex, I'm ready to be so